Alaafia to the fam. It's your people's Babalawo Esuwale Adigun, and I'm back with another video for these spiritual streets, you heard me? Hey, I hate to be the one, but I have to be the one. I told y'all that Diddy would continue to be consumed by Erzulie Dantor. Now, for those who don't know, who might be new to my channel or new to the situation, Erzulie Dantor is a divinity within Haitian Vodou who is known for protecting women and children. Women and children. Okay? Now, Diddy, he has a tattoo of the image that is depicted to represent Erzulie Dantor, and this is because it is a known thing within the ATR communities that Diddy dibbles and dabbles in Haitian Vodou. So amongst the African traditional religions, amongst African spirituality, it's known that Diddy dibbles and dabbles with Haitian Vodou, and the Loa, the divinity within there that he is known to deal with, is Erzulie Dantor. He even has her tatted on his back. So, here's the thing. When you come into an African traditional religion, it is not like Christianity, okay? You cannot continue to violate the principles of that deity and expect no repercussion. Because in African traditional religion, you do not have to wait until you die before you experience hell. You do not have to wait until you die to experience heaven on earth. What you do here is what the results will be here. Okay? So what does it look like to do wrong in the context of African spirituality? In the context of African traditional religion? Okay? It is to violate the principles of the divinity that you were born under, the divinity that chose to accompany you here on earth. You cannot violate the core principles that these divinities stand for. You cannot. You cannot. All right? I'll give you an example of that. As many people know, I am a priest initiated into the mysteries of Orunmila through Itefa within the tradition of Ifa. Right? I also initiated to Eshu and Oshun. Now, as me being a priest of Oshun, Oshun is the divinity of love, beauty, feminine power, expression, right? Oshun is a protector of who? Women and children. So, if I were to violate the values of Oshun by being disrespectful to women, I would suffer a grave price. This is even what's told in initiatory ceremony. When you initiate, they will lay it out right there, taboos of what not to do. Verbatim. You understand? And this is a theme that we see across lines with African traditional religion. The same divinity that accompanied you, when you don't respect the core values, it will be that divinity that comes to collect. This is not like the Bible where you could just say, I'm sorry, and then it just goes away. No, you continuously violate it. Now there's a price. All the good that Erzulie Dantor did for Diddy, and he repays her by being an absolute monster to women. And we can speculate what might else come out about this case, what he was doing. but there's been whispers of it. And when this first hit the fan, I was the one who basically spoke on it. It went viral on Facebook and throughout the spiritual community of his connection to Dantor and things like that. And you know, a lot of people were like, Brujo, what are you talking about? Listen to what I'm telling you. You can't violate the divinities and disrespect them and think that life is going to go smoothly for you, because it will not. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You will respect the divinities and they will bless you. It's no different than if somebody is a child of Ogun, right? Ogun ye moye, Ogun la kaye. If somebody is a child of Ogun, Ogun hates what? Thieves. Ogun hates people that steal. Thieves is a big taboo for Ogun. So if you are a child of Ogun and you go through life stealing and you're a thief and a liar, it will be Ogun himself that come to collect. You understand what I'm telling you? If you're going to come into these traditional religions, these African traditional religions, do not come with power hungriness in your heart, greed. Don't come with a thirst for power. Don't come with a thirst to control others. No. This is not what this is. Come with the want to connect to your ancestral tradition. Come with the want to connect to your ancestors. Come with the want to make your life better. Come with the want to break generational curse. Come with the want to make life better for your children. Come with the want to correct the wrongs of your parents or your forefathers. Come with the need to fix your health. These are all valid reasons. But don't come with the need to control a lover. Okay? Don't come with the need to do crime better. You understand? Don't come with the need to gain political power. Don't come with the need to gain power over the masses. No. Because when you come for these reasons, you will end up doing things that are in violation, because you're not having a true respect for the tradition and you're not having a true respect for these divinities. And you think that they're just genies in a lamp that you can rub and they come out and grant your wish. That is not African traditional spirituality. That is not Haitian Vodou. That is not Ifa, Lukumi, Candomblé, Santeria, all the many names that we call Orisha tradition. That is not Palo Mayombe. That's not what these traditions are for. You understand? These traditions were put forth so that we can make our lives better on earth. And as you see, Erzulie Dantor continues to consume him. And we don't know when she's going to stop, because he's showing up in court and he's all gray. Gray. You understand? Sucking the life. Will Erzulie Dantor finish the job, or will she have mercy on him? Because he can get life in prison, family. And what would that mercy look like if she did have mercy on him? Will that mercy be a 20-year prison sentence at 55? He's 55 years old. So will the mercy that Erzulie Dantor be a 20-year prison sentence? So many things. But this is what happens when you willfully disrespect the divinities. And people try to call our traditions evil. No. People have evil motives. And they're allowed to skate with them under these other religious structures. You can skate with it in Christianity and say, oh, I'll pay the piper when I go. Not in ATRs, not in African traditional religion, not in African spirituality. In these traditions, you will pay for those things in this lifetime. And pray that there's not a layover that happens in the next. You understand what I'm telling you? Diddy violated the core principles of what Erzulie Dantor represent, and you're watching him pay for it in real time, swiftly. I'm sure she's given him chances to rectify his behavior, and he did not. And now this is what comes of it. If you come into these traditions, come with a pure heart and come with respect for the divinities, because it doesn't matter if you're a billionaire. If you can continue to violate their core values and their core principles, you will learn how insignificant you are in the world, and they will snatch everything from you.